Hello and welcome to another Wolftime game video. We're sticking with Star Wars Armada at the moment, but we're going to be painting up some imperial ships today. We're going to be working on the VT-49 Decimator that we've seen quite a lot in Star Wars Rebels. It's a pretty cool, nifty little ship. It's like a mini Star Destroyer. I think it's a fantastic looking vessel. And I think we can get it looking much better than that plain, boring plastic colour that it comes out the box as. Before we get started on that painting though, as usual, let's get that kettle on. If you're a regular visitor to the channel, you'll know the first thing we need to do is give them all a decent base coat. As you can see, these aren't the VT-49 Decimator, but it's the same idea. I use this sort of hedgehog looking thing, the cardboard box, some little sticks and some blue tack, stick them all on, give them all a spray with a decent base coat. I've used Games Workshop Grey Seer and they look a little bit something like this when you've done that, and then you can get the actual paints on there. Now the one good thing about using the Grey Seer is that it's a contrast, or designed to use with the contrast paint, so it's very thin and shows up the details really nicely when we do something like this. Now I'm using Games Workshop's contrast paint called Basilicum Grey, and you can see I'm just literally throwing it onto the miniature, covering the whole thing. It goes on there really nicely. The base coat helps it stick really well. Cover the whole thing. You can see I'm using the little stand, the flight stand that it actually comes with, and it drops into all those recesses, and straight away you've got a great looking vessel, much better than you get out the box, and it sticks to the reference image that you can see there. Now just to pick out a few of the details, I've then grabbed another contrast paint called Black Templar, and all I'm doing is picking out the windows in this instant. So you've got the top circular window, you've got around the front of the bridge, and also right at the front of the vessel, or just inside that recess at the front of the vessel, you've got another like window area there that's black. And all I'm doing is picking out those details. You can see the contrast paint drops into the recesses where the windows are really easily, so you hardly have to make any effort with this one, and you can get it painted really quickly. The final thing to do is paint the engines, and I'm starting with a bluey sort of turquoise paint called Sotek Green. Now I've got this from Games Workshop. If you've watched some of my other videos, you'll know this is one of the go-tos for my sort of engines. I think this sort of mix is really good. It glows a really nice blue colour. You can see the Sotek Green on there straight away, and you could leave it like that. I like to go that extra little step and just add a little bit of Temple Guard blue just to the centre, and it gives that glowing effect. You can see now the middle of the engine looks like it's glowing a brighter colour than the outside of the engine, and it looks brilliant. And on when you put it on the table, these things look perfect, and I'm really pleased with how this sort of technique has worked for me. And that's it. That's literally all you need to do to get that boring sort of plastic looking thing off the tabletop and get a great looking ship to match all the bigger vessels that you get with the boxes that come pre-painted. I don't know why Fantasy Flight don't do all of them pre-painted, I really don't, but I think this looks brilliant now it's all done. I'm really pleased with how it's turned out. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. Go and check out the channel now for more great content. There's loads of painting videos including Games Workshop, Star Wars, and loads of fantasy settings such as Frostgrave and one of my favourites, Boros and Badgers. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one.